might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690. We're back here. Let's get to it.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at thesuburban.com is the email address for Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. All right, Mark, we're up against the clock, so let's get right to it.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about some speed skating because when the finalists were revealed for the 2019-2020 Speed Skating Canada Awards, which recognizes significant contributions by the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers and their partners, the CPV West Island Cyclones had been tapped as one of the 5 national finalists for the Intact Insurance Club of Excellence Award for that season. Now, there's a $2,500 prize that goes along with the selection, and the Cyclones are now in the running to earn a $10,000 award if selected as top club in the country. Now, the Cyclones were founded in 1996 originally as a Dollard Speed Skating Club, and they're the only short track club on the West Island of Montreal. The $2,500 prize awarded will be used to support the team's expansion, which will include training on the Olympic-size ice at the Pierrefonds Sportsplex this coming year. But stay tuned for the outcome, as winners will be unveiled on their website and social media channels throughout the summer for Speed Skating Canada. So maybe 10K is coming their way.
All right, Mark, let's move on here and some pitch news or maybe some non-pitch news.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's disappointing and understandable as Soccer Canada has taken a difficult decision to cancel the 2020 edition of the Toyota National Championships, scheduled to take place over the 7th to the 12th of October, always over Thanksgiving weekend. So that means the teams in the Quebec Elite Soccer League will have their season and at the provincial championship level this year. Now, the annual club competition for close to 2,000 male and female players, coaches, officials, and volunteers was scheduled to take place in Halifax for the Challenge and Jubilee Trophy, Kitchener-Waterloo for the U15 Cup, and Moncton, New Brunswick for the U17 Cup. Now, the decision was made in light of the ongoing impact of COVID-19, and Canada Soccer, in close collaboration with its member associations, took into account the regional realities of the requirements to host the competitions, as well as the challenges of completing the qualification for the teams leading up to it. Now, next year, they will move on with the championships, hopefully, because Montreal is slated to host the U17 Cup. So, a little disappointing for the players on the pitch.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez. All right, Mark, and finally here.
Yeah, well, we have a former student returning to the Lions Den as Neil Blunden has stepped down as an assistant coach at McGill University to accept an appointment as head coach of operations at Lower Canada College. He will coach the senior boys team and have big skates to fill as he replaces Kirk Lano, another McGill grad, who has left LCC after 17 years to pursue a career in hockey management. And it's a homecoming for the 30-year-old native of Montreal West as he graduated from LCC in 2007. Now, Neil's also a former Lac St. Louis Lion, who also spent 2 years at St. Andrews College in Aurora, Ontario, and 1 year of junior, splitting time between the Surrey Eagles and Vaughan Vipers. Now, he skated with McGill from 2010 to 2014, and in his sophomore year, he was part of the McGill team that captured the first ever national championship in 2011-2012. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in political science, and after his career at McGill, he had a brief playing stint with KHL Sisak in Croatia, and then began his coaching career as an assistant with the Serbian national team in the IIHF Division II World Championships. Now, he returned to Canada and spent the past 2 seasons as an assistant coach at McGill, and now he faces the challenge with LCC in his new position as the hockey and scholastic worlds are in uncharted territories in our present climate. So lots of work ahead for Neil to deal with.
Sports at thesuburban.com is the email address or for this segment or the weekly newspaper. Mark, we got to run. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys.
All right, that's Weekend Game Plan here on TSN 690. Coming up, Habs breakfast. Are the Canadians a fluke, or can they compete against Tampa or Philly in the next round? John Liu, who took it all in Toronto, will join us next.